Okay, we're going to show you this procedure that we do that's not in the manual, and it has to do with why will the fat not leave the body. Okay, even if you do everything right and it just doesn't go away. Why doesn't it go away? Okay, and the origin of this started with Autumn, and back in her days before she got pregnant, she was concerned about gaining weight, and she had what she called back fat. She called it back fat. Okay, well, what back fat to her was this little clump of fat right here that when she put on dresses that showed her back, this stuck out. And she says, I want to get rid of that back fat. So what we did was we squeezed her back fat. We just did it like we did the protein point. We squeezed it and saw what information changed as a result of squeezing it. So we did that, and then we tested her. We squeezed it, and then we tested her. And it turned out it was some sort of toxicity, and we had her do some sort of drainage remedy. And then she kind of got into sharing that with other people because it worked so well for her. I think within 2 weeks she'd lost not only her back fat, but some other places as well. But that was the thing that prompted her to do that. So what bothers you? Do you have any back fat?
I've got a little over fat.
Well, okay, because women, when they lose weight, they want to lose weight in the right places. Because where you tend to lose weight is like in your breasts, and some people don't want to lose weight in their breasts. You know, they want to lose it in their hips. You know, but they go on a diet, their hips stay and their breasts go away, or whatever. So they want to. There's a certain area where they would like to lose it more than others, and this gives us more specific information about targeting the fat in the place where the person wants to lose it. So that becomes a communication with what's the will of the patient. What do they want? Because you work for them. You're their employee while they're in your office. They're paying you to give them what they want, or what they think they want. Okay. So stomach. Okay. All right. So find a place. Okay. Grab it. Give it a squeeze. Okay. So we're going to do that. Now, never know what you're going to find. Okay, so now what did we find on you? Because we should go check that first, because to see if the other problem, it was parasite, and our answer was?
Horse chestnut?
No. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, see, this is the thing. You know, we've already had her on some stuff. We want to find out if we've already solved the problem. And see, now, like on Kevin, when we had him lay down and found a parasite, we would have found his parasite anyway, but he may not have related it to the fact that it was affecting his sleep. So his sleep would have gotten better, but he wouldn't have ever related it to the parasite because we didn't make that connection in his mind. So now we've got something that showed up on her. Is that the thing that is creating this problem? And the only way we're going to know is have her on that program and then go do the test again. So
Black walnut.
okay, black walnut hull. So you got to do that. You got that?
Oh no, we don't. That's one we didn't.
Okay. In here. Okay, there's black walnut hull. Okay, choline. And that was it, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the program. Okay, so let's put these in this hand so you can give it a good squeeze. All right, okay. Does it change it? Nope. So we got something else to find. All right. That one, because that changed. I could feel it. It changed. All right, what do we got? Aluminum. Mm-hmm. Okay, give it a squeeze. Okay, why does that not go away? Because it's laced with aluminum. Okay, where do you get it?
Aluminum pots and pans.
Aluminum pots and pans. Aluminum foil.
Vaccines, flu shots.
Deodorant. Yeah, flu shots. They got that in flu shots too? I was appalled. I went over to Safeway across the road. They're giving a 10% discount on your groceries if you get a flu shot.
Oh my God.
They can't, I guess scaring the hell out of people doesn't work anymore. Because fear is that's what they use generally, is you could get the flu. Well, you know, they've done that, and every year there's going to be a flu epidemic. Well, people kind of catch on to that after a while, that maybe they just think there's going to be a flu epidemic every year, or maybe they're just trying to sell these flu shots. And of course the flu shot isn't what's coming around this year, that's what went around last year. Because that's how you make a flu shot, is you use last year's bug to create the thing. Well, those people were already exposed to that. How many times, and you know, I'm sure I'm not living in a vacuum somewhere, how many times have you had patients come into your office and tell you they had a flu shot 3 days ago and now they got the flu? How many times? I hear it over and over and over again. At what point does that stop being anecdotal and become real? That they are giving people the flu when they give them flu shots.
Sometimes it's way worse than the flu they would have.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. And it doesn't honor natural immunity. It doesn't honor the fact that our body was exposed to it last year and didn't get it. So now we'll put it in your veins and you'll get it for sure. Right? Say, now Jerry Lindenthal, who's the president of Standard Process Northwest, and I have total agreement on one thing, is we should honor the integrity of the blood. Let's not go shooting things into the blood. When I was down at a memorial in Boise last weekend at my stepson's house, I was talking with one of the board members of the Idaho Chiropractic Association, who was there for the memorial service, and we were talking about somebody here locally who does injections of vitamins into the blood. And they take some of the blood out and then they swirl it with vitamins and then they inject it back in. And he says, well, what do you think of that? I said, not much. And he said, why? And I said, because that is not the delivery system for nutrition. You have a delivery system for nutrition. Take care of it. And if it's not absorbing, well, what about if you're not absorbing the nutrients? Well, then fix digestion so you do absorb nutrients. Because that can all be done naturally without doing that. So I will probably never think that that's a great idea. You know, and there's going to be people doing it, and they have a right to do it, and they have a right to, you know, the patients have a right to get it done, I think. It's just not something I choose to do, or would I endorse. Okay, so now aluminum. Sorry. I get off on tangents. Okay, so now we're going to figure out what to do with this, and I'm going to take the red kit and just make sure there's nothing here that solves that. And there is, and we're going to start with parotid. Okay, so here's parotid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wow. Okay, so go ahead. Can you hold that all? Okay. All right, now let's see what we got. All right, nice and strong by adding parotid to get the aluminum out. Okay. Now let's see if we got it at a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the other obvious question is, what is the aluminum doing to her field? Because it's not just here, it's other places. Okay. And it isn't just aluminum, it's other things, right? And the parotid is going to get a lot of things out of her system that don't belong there. Okay, so. So that's her potential. Let's just take away the parotid. Okay, to there when you take away the parotid. So now that's not a bad field. You know, people will heal with a field like that, but they'll heal better with a field like that. Okay, so we want to do it was 4, which is a lot. Do 3. Do 3. Yeah. And okay, did I take everything you leave on your list? Okay, so add 4 parotid to that, or 3 parotid to that. 3 parotid to that.